Yeah, ain't shit sweet, ain't shit funny. Look, it's blue tints on my hundreds. Life been going how I want it, yeah. Life been lit just how I want it, yeah, yeah. Now she talking like she want me, yeah. Ayy, wave. Look, life been lit just how I want it.
Welcome everybody to WTN. And like always, I'm Big Red. I'm with Kid Crazy and JLB.
What's up?
Hey.
And welcome to our extreme chat of chats.
Straight up, yeah. Extreme Rules is this Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not excited by it, you're not the only one. So no worries. We're here to break it down, the unexciting card of Extreme Rules. There's some
one Extreme Rule match in all 6 matches.
Right?
It's a good percentage.
Good percentage. Great. Extreme Rules, only one of our matches are that. I mean, keep in mind, they can always change it up.
Which is a big. I'm not putting my money on that.
No, me neither.
Straight up.
So, we're going to start with the big match, very big match of Morgan and Carmella.
Oh, that's the most exciting match for me for tonight.
Well, I mean, look, I really like. I always mess up her name. Liv Morgan. I really like Liv Morgan. I, honest to God, think she's a great character. She's pretty decent in the ring. I enjoy her at least, but WWE just doesn't do anything with her. This match just kind of is garbage because I feel like there was not even much promotion for this match.
No, it was just
the match. Yeah, it was just there.
It was just there.
Liv Morgan, it looks like they don't know what to do with her. They try things and then they go back to. I feel bad for her, but this match with Carmella was supposed to have a push when she came back. They try sometimes things with her, things don't work, and then she seems like she's a spare tire to throw into some rivalries or to like maybe fill in a hole that you need to fill in the show. This match is absolutely so for me. The show starts right after this match.
It might even be on the live show. Not the live show, the pre-show. So.
That's what I was saying. It's supposedly going to be the pre-show match, right?
Yeah, it would make sense that it would.
Because I am looking at the card and I don't see no other match that could go on the pre-show.
Unless they announce something tomorrow on SmackDown, but it should be Morgan Carmella.
And who you guys taking? I'm going with Morgan.
Yeah, I'm going with Morgan too, just for the sake that I'd rather see her win. Yeah, I'd rather definitely see her win just because Carmella's money, I guess. But, she ain't worth 2 dimes to me, and she can go see Corey Graves afterwards and have her own celebration time.
I completely agree. I'd rather Liv Morgan. I'd rather Liv Morgan win. I don't know, for some reason I feel like somebody in the back likes Carmella and always pushing her in some way to come out. So I think I might pick is Carmella, but I would rather Liv Morgan win.
I'm assuming it's Vince that likes Carmella because she has his kind of look that he likes.
Yeah,
that's
it.
It's So, wait, KC wrote something. Watch, Vince is gonna have that going to 30-minute that limit draw.
They might do that for who's Lashley facing? Lashley's facing
no one.
They don't have him on the card yet. They don't have a Raw title match yet on the card. That's weird.
Who's Randy? So Randy Orton's not facing anybody
either. No,
because he was supposed to face Lashley.
Yeah, most of the matches are actually from SmackDown, but no title picture, no Big E has yet been announced. So that's a bit weird. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't announce a match. Well, maybe Friday. We still have a day.
Yes, we still have a day, but and since
we not only have a day, we have 2 days. We have until the pay-per-view starts, technically, right? They've been known to just randomly give matches on WWE.com, on their social media, on SmackDown, an hour before the pay-per-view starts.
They've done that.
Maybe Roman's going to fight twice again.
Well,
I don't know why they didn't do that triple threat match they had on Raw on Extreme Rules. Okay, I guess Roman has a match, but yeah, like to your point, they could have done it twice. Roman could have fought twice. He's the tribal chief. Why can't you fight twice? Blah blah blah. Because that match was fire on Raw, man. Like if that was on Extreme Rules.
But let's say they do it again, and it's for both titles. You think Roman would win?
To unify them, you mean?
Yeah. Would you?
Yeah, probably.
Do we want that to happen? I would. Oh, love it, because I hate the title of Universal Champion. I find it so stupid.
Well, I mean, I don't like the name. I don't think they're going to do that because we're going to be getting the draft October 1st. So, maybe the name I would agree. I think the names are really stupid. The Universal and the WWE Championship. The names for me never really made sense. Roman doesn't need that. I mean, Roman definitely doesn't need it. But I mean, to kind of certify his match with Brock, maybe it might be a big thing. Saudi Arabia is paying so much money. It's for the ultimate title. Honestly, all these names, Universal, WWE Championship, Raw World Heavyweight Champion, SmackDown World Heavyweight Champion. That's it. C'est tout.
The Raw title and the SmackDown title. That's the way we know them anyways. So
yeah.
Well, I mean, for some people that do say Universal and know that, I'm like, okay, I don't. Which one's the Universal? I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm not a hardcore wrestling fan or a hardcore mark to know that, perhaps. But what do I care? It's the title.
Well,
that's on Raw.
The Universal title has been the title on Raw and SmackDown, so they've changed. So that's why it's a bit confusing for people. That's why it's just the Raw title and the SmackDown title.
And they all look the same.
And they all look the same. Except the colors.
Yeah.
As for Roman winning, I would think if they would do that, I don't think they would do that because I think they want a champion for each brand. But if they would do that, I think Roman right now would be the undisputed, perfect person to be the undisputed champion. He's the most over, probably. Well, no doubt, he's the most over in WWE, and arguably one of the three most over in all of wrestling. So, he would definitely deserve that.
Yeah,
I can agree on that.
I do agree on that for sure. I still can't believe Big E's not on the Extreme Rules. I'm still shocked by that statement.
I still when I was printing the stuff, and that's when I saw it, and I go, oh man, I didn't even notice.
Like
it's very, very weird. Unless they're protecting Big E from something that's that they don't want to. They don't have the right finish for him. I don't know.
When I was writing the card down, I put WWE title Big E Bobby Lashley because I assumed that was going to be the match, but there's nothing.
No, they haven't announced it yet.
So,
well, who won? And Roman won, right? On Raw. So
yeah, Roman won because Lashley was distracted by Big E. He was like concentrating. He went like he saw black on Big E, so they say he took his eyes off the prize, right? And Roman gave him the spear. So took advantage. That's the word I was looking for. Took advantage and got the pin. So
and this match was what exactly? What exactly was this match for?
Nothing really. It was a triple threat of because when Lashley came in the three-man tag team at the beginning, he destroyed everybody. He went to the back and he asked Adam Pearce. He goes, "I could beat them both, no problem." So Adam Pearce made a match for later on Raw with the triple threat with Lashley and Big E and Roman.
Before we continue, whoever's commented, could you just like click on the link? That way we know who's talking, because I know who's talking. But continue.
But I mean, with what the Facebook user is saying here, either way, that would have made sense. Big E should have won the match. Roman didn't have to win. He's on SmackDown anyways. Big E's the Raw, and then you could have had It was just for pride. Yeah, but I mean, like, he could have easily have had Big E win, and then you do a Lashley Big E at Extreme Rules. And then you have Roman kind of do something there, and then that's how you start up the whole Survivor Series. Oh no, unless we have 2 pay-per-views, right? Technically before Survivor Series.
Well, if
Crown Jewel doesn't count. Is there? But there's something before Crown Jewel, no? Or that was only a rumored pay-per-view that hasn't even been confirmed yet.
I'm not sure if they're going to do 2. That would mean 2 pay-per-views in October, right?
Yeah, but I don't count Crown Jewel as because Crown Jewel is not really a storyline builder, right? It's just kind of more of a super show sort of thing. So
outside of the bubble of storylines that's been going on, usually. So I mean, I don't know, unless you just make it a thing there, but you're gonna have Roman fight Brock. So I don't see Big E. Sounds good. I don't see Big E actually getting involved there technically. No, I don't see him either getting involved in that.
I see maybe Lashley getting involved.
Yes, because they would technically still. I think Lashley was promised this when he came to WWE, a feud with Brock, and they never came through. So that would be a good way to introduce Lashley into that into a Brock Lesnar program.
Yeah, for sure, because that was the rumor, right? They're supposed to apparently fight at WrestleMania next year. No, right now nothing announced for except Crown Jewel. So, but I mean, I don't know. I don't get how WWE plans their stuff. Mitch mentions, Jesus, Crown Jewel and
sorry.
Extreme Rules is before Crown Jewel. But perfect, Mitch, for sure. I was referring to after Extreme Rules. There apparently was a rumored pay-per-view. Crown Jewel, the other show are nothing but exactly glorified house shows. That's how they've been treating them. We'll see. That's why no one cares about what's happening with WWE though, because they don't know how to plan things. If you had, and I get it, the Big E thing was spur of the moment. You wanted to up the ratings, but okay, you have writers. You know you're going to do this. Plan for the next month or two. What's going to go on? What's going to happen? Let's set in stone. Now, I remember seeing a tweet by Eric Bischoff saying he was mentioning that Vince McMahon is at his best when he has a fight.
Yeah.
So we had seen AEW. We had seen what happened there. The freaking crazy, amazing 60-minute, 30-minute draw match between Bryan and Omega. So I don't know. Hopefully this pushes Vince to start writing good storylines or, getting something going and planning something. Because I don't know how you don't have your Raw champion on Extreme Rules.
And
I understand why you don't have your tag, but your Raw champion.
And he's probably your most over babyface.
Right.
So that's to not have your most over babyface on a pay-per-view is kind of weird.
Well, it's like what KC just wrote, long-term booking. What is that?
Yeah, not for WWE. They don't know what that is.
Exactly.
They don't know what that is. Nope. Never heard of it before. Last time they did long-term booking, the only long-term booking that they had and they even ruined was Shayna and Nia.
Yeah, kind of.
Technically. Yes. That was kind of a long-term booking thing that they had, and then they go and do this match. Well, I guess it's going to continue because she broke Nia's arm or whatever.
Well, Nia should be out for a while, no?
Yeah, she's out for a while.
Exactly. So you kind of had this long-term booking for this match that you've been wanting to put together by putting them in a tag team for a year, being tag team champions and all this to have a one-off match. Like, okay, it wasn't a squash, but a one-off match where she breaks her arm and now she's out for whatever, a couple months or whatever it is. Like,
I mean, I love that it made Shayna look big and crazy and good and mean. Although they're both technically heels, but then Shayna was showing like a remorse side almost after she did it. So I'm like, no, what are you doing? Do not make her face. Don't ever let her be like that mean, crude, go F yourself, Shayna Baszler. Like I was excited for that, but why did you put that on Raw?
Yeah.
That's another thing you could have put on Extreme Rules.
Ratings. Just ratings.
It's not a ratings boost, though. That's not going to be a ratings boost.
No.
That's great for me to see because I'm a huge Shayna Baszler fan. But that's more of but that's one of your longest storylines, and you have that on a Raw, not on a pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you.
No, I know. I'm not bitching at you technically, just more at the situation.
No, like Casey says, Nia will be back eventually, and if they're smart, they'll pick it back up. I hope they pick it back up because there's a story to tell there. Guaranteed.
Yeah. Guaranteed. And look at the people going. They can make Shayna look good, but the damage is done from last year where she didn't beat Becky. Yeah, I mean, they can still pick it up, though. They can still pick it up. I mean, they had a lot of stupid crap happening with her. They might even continue the thing with Becky. Maybe Shayna might end up going to SmackDown. And then maybe do a little thing with Becky kind of thing. That might be kind of cool. Put her in the title picture, have that storyline kind of go.
That would make Shayna, thank you, face.
Which, I mean, yeah, but who knows, right? After the draft, everything has changed. It can work because Becky is a heel and Shayna is a heel. Right, it can't work. But, I mean, you can easily turn. I'm not crazy on the big-time Becky. I do love some of her lines and so on. But at the end of the day, just have Shayna rip her apart and then, like, rip off her, like, fur jacket and whatever, and then really, like, demean her to the point where it scares Becky into being a face, and the fans would love that. The fans would absolutely love that both ways because they would get Shayna in the title picture and it would get Becky as a face, kind of thing.
Becky, we can agree that Becky can be still over, and by being that kind of anti-hero type character, right? She doesn't have to be a full-on face to be a face. That's basically what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Be that type of stone cold loner, but still be way over, and Shayna still be a villain and a heel in all this.
Okay,
I think Shayna isn't lost yet. I know a lot of. I like Shayna too. I'm a big fan of Shayna. And I know she's been put in some horrible situations in the last year and a half, but I think she's still strong enough to come out of it on the other side.
But if that's the case, what do we do with the Belair?
Well, no. To finish their program, they're
gonna and have her go against Sasha again, or maybe you do Belair Flair.
What happened to Sasha? Do we even know what happened?
No, apparently not. I don't know, man. I feel like it's got to do something with turning Becky heel was still a bad idea, in my opinion. Okay. Yeah. Agree with you. But, I mean, she's kind of making it work, so whatever. It's ultimately was supposed to make Belair look even bigger and better, sort of thing. I don't think it's working. Belair was already over. In terms of Sasha, though, I don't know. I think maybe Vince was like, I just want a ratings boost. Let's bring Becky in now. And just did it like that. Because there's no COVID, there's no pregnancy thing. She's apparently backstage, so she's not filming anything. They just kind of scrapped it, I guess.
I thought maybe she had gone back to the Mandalorian set, but if that's not the case, then...
Well, that's not happening anytime soon, though, because I think they have a spin-off show first.
Okay.
For Disney, and then, I don't know.
Yeah, if she's backstage, and then so then she's not filming. She just probably didn't have anything for her recently, and they're gonna try to find something for her.
Well, if they have no plans for Banks, that's not good.
No.
But it's not that they had no plans for Banks. She was in a freaking storyline, and you just terminate the storyline.
Yeah. Classic.
Just like that. Like, why not end it? If anything, you could have ended the match, and then you have Becky come out, not do this whole 26-second bonanza. And you could have just done it like that, and you maybe would have made it more long. Because now I feel like Belair has to win, and then it's done with Becky.
She's not going to win. Belair's not going to win.
And then Sasha comes in. This match is for Extreme Rules, right? They're not randomly not having this match at Extreme Rules.
No, it is at Extreme Rules.
It's an Extreme Rules. So just I
don't know anymore because
I was doubting. You made me doubt. I was like,
listen, I thought I was thinking they won't take the belt off Becky, but after listening to Justin right now, I think maybe they'll put it on Belair and go finish off. For some reason, maybe Banks can come and interrupt this not this main event, but this title match, and make Belair win, and then she continues her feud with Belair.
I don't see Belair winning.
Well, look, at the same time, maybe Sasha's going to Raw.
Could be because they lack
maybe, and I don't know why you would just end it like that either. That still doesn't make sense. You still had 3 weeks of Banks that you can use, 4 weeks, a month, technically. But I think that's it. They kind of just want to clear her out. Okay, you're going to go to Raw in the draft kind of thing. The Mandalorian doesn't film till late this year or early next. Yeah, so that's it. So,
makes sense.
And I don't think she's in the Banks is not in the spin-off at all. So I don't know which spin-off it is. These Star Wars geeks will be able to tell me here, because I know both Casey and Mitch are Star Wars galores over here. So, but yeah, I don't think she's in the spin-off of whatever show they have. There's no way you can have Bianca win or Becky's first head of the fans.
I agree with you, Mitch.
Agreed. No. Mitch, I mean, yeah, you don't want to make Becky look bad, but at the same time, you made Belair look bad. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
It's not the same.
It's got to be this underdog story, though. You make her lose in 26 seconds, Belair comes back, and then you can continue the feud. Technically. Then you have Shayna.
Or 50 booking from WWE.
Or this is where you have Shayna come in. Shayna randomly interferes, makes Becky... Okay, Becky wins. Shayna comes in afterwards, does something to Becky. Oh my God, what is this? Shayna gets drafted to SmackDown. Shayna, Becky for whatever, Survivor Series or something. Or I guess not, because you would have a Raw and SmackDown bullshit. I don't know. But it has to be a way where it doesn't make Belair look bad. Like, you can't do this 26-second bullcrap too.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they make Belair lose again in 26 seconds. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't.
They're going to get all kinds of hate. They're going to get WWE's racist hate and a bunch of things. You don't care about your black wrestlers, although you had an amazing main event filled with nothing but crazy, powerful black superstars or people of color superstars. So I don't know if the Twitter's sphere will be able to pull so much hatred out of that. There wasn't that much backlash. Was there? Yeah, there was, huh? For the Belair situation?
26 seconds? There was, definitely.
There was, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So they can't do that again. They can't do
what
that.
I've heard from after the
I'm not saying they. I know they can't. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do it. That's what I'm saying.
But from what I've heard, from what I've heard, they still are high on Belair, and they think that move, their excuse, what I've heard, is that they think that move created sympathy for Belair. So when she wins, it makes her even a bigger star. That's their way of thinking.
Which is why then you would have to make her win at Extreme Rules.
Guaranteed. That's why I absolutely think she's going to win.
No.
Guys, that's why that is the match of the night, because we all don't know what is going to happen, and that should be a fire match.
Yeah.
I hope heel Becky is still as good as face Becky in the ring.
Well,
I don't remember how heel Becky was in terms of wrestling, but we know that there's a difference, right?
Yeah.
So, so that's going to be pure fire. They can't F over Belair the same way they F'd over Rhea Ripley. Well, they certainly can. They have. They have for other superstars. They haven't done it to Belair yet, but never say never, so.
Exactly.
No, it's definitely a possibility, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
Well, I don't, it depends. I don't know. That's good though. At least we don't know what they're gonna do. So That one I give them credit for.
And that's new because usually we don't know what's going to happen before it actually happens when it comes to WWE.
Well, to be fair, WWE doesn't know what's going to happen before it actually happens.
Touche.
So, I mean, it's not because they're creative and they're making us guess. It's because they're still guessing. So we're guessing with them.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's not technically because it's good booking. It's because they don't know what the hell they're doing. Right. If they set a stip on SmackDown, they can have Bex win and keep Belair strong. But what stip would do that technically?
Right.
That's the only thing. Well, look at the comments on fire. The problem with
lying.
Becky is the fans still really want to cheer her, especially since she's been gone for so long. Yeah. And that's why I was thinking of the whole Shayna Becky thing. That's how you turn Becky face. Shayna comes in. I think if Shayna beats the crap out of Belair, no one would feel a way about it because we know that Shayna is an MMA superstar and can break a leg, break an arm easily. You know what I mean? Maybe write Belair off TV for a bit or something, and she comes back for Raw or something on the draft on Raw, kind of thing. You know what I mean? And then you have Shayna go to SmackDown. And you have the Shayna Becky program. I don't know.
Yeah, that can work.
Can't just take Cable's match, false count anywhere. Bex uses to pin her.
Well, basically, it's an Extreme Rules match.
Yeah. So, no, that's valid, and heel will do whatever. We'll see. I just hope it's a fire match. At the end of the day, I'm really excited for that, and I'm also excited for Bliss and Flair.
Yes, that's what the next thing I was going to talk about.
Perfect segue.
Perfect segue by JLB.
But yeah, what do you guys think about their promo on Raw?
I think that promo made me go towards Bliss winning.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And it's true what Bliss said. What is Charlotte without a title?
Yeah, that was an epic promo. A lot of people are comparing it as good as the Ruby Britt Baker promo,
which was also very good.
Which promo? Sorry,
the Ruby Britt Baker promo.
Oh yes,
AEW.
Yes.
I mean, at first I was like, nah, but I mean, yeah, I mean, it was just different. And honestly, they both did really well on that promo. And honestly, Bliss is right. What is Charlotte Flair without the title? And here's the hoping of finding out, because hopefully if she wins, she gets rid of the Fiend gimmick. Or this is where she doesn't win, because Flair was really saying, I am going to beat you and I'm going to annihilate you, and you're going to get rid of this gimmick that's not even yours, kind of thing. So maybe that's why they do it. She's going to beat her to death, and then she's going to realize that she's broken and she has to stop with this silliness. You know, she was alluding to that.
It's good, though.
It's great. Go with like what? The Fiend? Bliss?
Yes.
The Fiendette? That's what we can call her?
Yes.
Look, she does a good job at it. She's an excellent actor. She's amazing at it. It's not her.
No, it's not her.
It's me. No. It's not just whole breaking relationship lingo. No, it's not you, it's me. It's not her though. It's just
I understand what you're saying. Yes.
It's not good for her. She's making it work as much as she can. But it's just not
working well.
Even WWE doesn't know who Charlotte is without a title. I mean, yeah.
Mitch is on fire.
Yeah. Mitch is. I guess he's not working, because if he's working, I hope he doesn't get fired. But thank you for being so vocal on the chats, good sir.
Costa?
Bliss. I just think Bliss. I think this promo actually started to make me see the old Bliss, the 5-time champion Alexa Bliss again.
The 5-foot furry.
Yeah. So
5 feet of fury. Yeah.
And I completely agree with Justin that it's not the point is not what she's doing with what they're giving her, because she will turn something into a positive mostly out of anything. It's the fact that they're giving it to her to do it. So I would like to see Bliss again, the old Bliss, and those matches that she used to put on with with Charlotte out of many others. That's the Bliss I want to see, and I'm done with this Finn Bet.
That's a shirt.
That's a shirt right there. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe she comes out as the regular Bliss on Sunday, too. Maybe there was kind of alluding to that. I don't know how you do that with the whole doll thing and whatever. But I mean, who knows? Maybe that could be it. And she'll be like, you know what, Charlotte? You did have one point about something. I was the 5 Fit of Fury. Now you're going to hear me roar or some shit. And then out comes her regular music. The fans would go, wow, I'd go crazy over it.
Yeah, I would.
That would be fired. Yeah. Guaranteed to pop, for sure. So could very well do that. Her Instagram has been I think her Instagram was always kind of just her doing her regular stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they could kind of make that into a thing. She can pull a little tease. Don't even tease. Just don't, let me see what happens. Let me hear that old school music, and we're good. We're good. And I think that might make Extreme Rules for me. You give me the old Bliss, I'm sold. I'll most likely hate every other match aside from maybe the Belair Becky, and I'm good. I'll be a happy camper.
Mitch has a good point.
Bliss wins so they can try and sell more dolls. Yeah.
I don't know how big those dolls are selling technically. I don't know. I mean, whatever. They could still kind of, But if Bliss comes back as old school Bliss, you could bet your butt she's selling more T-shirts.
Exactly. She's going to sell more T-shirts than any dolls they have.
That's it. So it works either way.
Can we say that we all agree that we want Bliss to win?
Yeah. We can say that.
Yeah, and honestly, with the whole Ric Flair shindig with Dark Side of the Ring.
Well, that's a different topic.
No, it's not a different topic. She has the Flair name.
Yeah.
They already removed Ric Flair off of the WWE intro and all that.
I did not see it until you posted it. I did not notice.
Well, I mean, I don't watch that either. I never watched the intro. But do you hear the woo? You don't hear the woo anymore either.
Yeah. They took it completely.
They took it out. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just knock it off Flair. Like at the end of the day, it's not Charlotte's doing, but you're carrying that name, and we all know how WWE is.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And they've done it before. They knocked off the name off her before, so it wouldn't be like something they have.
They might randomly just calling her Charlotte. But I mean, she can't. Her whole thing was woo. She has the woo and all that
and everything. Yeah.
So, but they could easily knock it off her. Like, listen, hey Charlotte, we gotta just knock it off. Your dad's an idiot. So we have to just knock it off you for a bit. They don't want to obviously upset her. They don't want her to like go to AEW or something. I don't think AEW would take her though. They don't want her to go to AEW or something. So, they'll just kind of appease her. Like, hey, listen, we're going to send you to, we'll send you to SmackDown, and you'll do something with this person. You mentioned you never worked with, this person. We'll do a nice little thing with you here. Or they might do something with her and Sasha. They'll say, hey, we're going to put you with you and Sasha. You guys have a long rivalry. It's not going to be for a title, but the fans are still going to love it. Let's go.
That's what I see a possibility. Yeah.
So
Sasha and Charlotte always work out.
I don't know. It's recycling. It's recycling,
but it's still fire. You know what I mean? You did a Hell in the Cell. Okay, give me a Buried Alive match. Give me I don't know what other match give me a match with a stipulation that we haven't seen a woman do. Give me a ladder match. They've probably done that.
On the back.
Give me some. Okay, but I mean give me like a TLC match. Give me a Falls Count Anywhere match. I don't think we've seen that for a woman. You know what I mean?
So I think they can pull it off, yeah.
And that's what would sell Charlotte on that idea.
Yeah.
You're not going to have it for the title, but you guys, your feud is crazy. Have Sasha maybe kind of interfere in some way, shape, or form in that kind of thing. You start trickling that. You make it like a false, then you just build that feud. That can be easily be done. God damn it, WWE! I hope you're listening to this freaking podcast, because or Vince or Bruce Pritchard or some random writer who's going to get fired next week.
Vince is too busy planning NXT 2.0.
We the bookies. We book this shit.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm okay with Bliss winning as long as it makes sense. I mean, that's a different story. That's WWE, so I'm just okay with Bliss winning. It doesn't have to make sense. But I see them taking it off Charlotte just for the simple fact of the whole Flair shindig.
I agree.
And we know that in the past, Charlotte does not have long title reigns.
No, that's why she's 12-time champion.
And because they want her to get her to the 16 time, right? Yeah. So that's why they're just.
And then to be 17, 18, 18, 20.
I don't know if they're going to exceed. I don't know if they're going to allow her to beat her father's record, but they maybe might now just for the sake of, hey, Rick, you done messed up. Maybe that's why they let Rick go back then. We mentioned that Rick wasn't happy with Charlotte's booking, but maybe they got wind of what the documentary was going to be about. They obviously knew the plane ride from hell. Maybe they got a little news story about the sexual assault case, and that's why
there was a settlement in the lawsuit like 10, 15 years ago, and then there was a settlement, so they knew about this. So they figured that probably when the documentary of Dark Side of the Ring was going to come out, they knew the plane ride from hell was publicized, so they knew that story was going to come out, so they just probably saved themselves from having to deal with it.
And technically, tonight's episode's not going to help Flair either.
Which one's tonight?
Canyon.
Oh, the man that.
Well, yeah, but Flair. Why would Flair be in Canyon's episode?
Technically, he had problems with him because he was gay.
Oh, why wouldn't you put him on the episode then? Who cares? It's Dark Side. Put him on the dude. That's amazing.
That's what they're saying. That it's gonna be more problems for Flair after his episode goes live, because technically there was problems with Canyon when came out. He was in WCW with him.
If that's the case, I'm sure they're going to talk about it. It's the whole point of Dark Side of the Ring, right?
But I mean, there's a lot to talk about, right? You don't necessarily have to bring up Flair. I don't know. Maybe Vice feels too, hey, I don't, like they've already done. I don't know if they can get sued in any way, shape, or form. But to the point, I mean, Ric Flair deserves to be shitted on anyways, no matter what.
There's no point of
because I'm sure there's a lot of other wrestlers though who didn't like the fact that Canyon was gay. I don't think Ric Flair was the only one. Okay. I'm sure they have a lot of interviews,
right? But I'm pretty most probably Flair said something. There could be a lot of wrestlers who had something against it, but they didn't say nothing. But maybe Flair said something about it.
I hope he's on it, though. I'm all about that gossip drama. I loved Plane Ride from Hell. For me, was the one I really wanted to see, and Canyon was another one I wanted to see.
Well, it's tonight at 9 on Vice.
That's it, or on Crave for us Canadian fans.
People living in Canada.
So I'm super stoked to watch that, and I hope Flair's thing is on it. I'm all for the drama. That's gonna be crazy. That's because his book, Canyon's book, is messed up. Canyon, when he released his book, the writer he did the project with Canyon, but then Canyon died. Okay, so the book wasn't out yet. So the author ended up actually then publishing it.
He died by suicide, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I wasn't sure. 2009.
I didn't get that far into the book yet. I mean, it's an easy Google, I guess. I feel like it was 2009, yeah.
Around that time.
Around that time. But yeah, I hope Flair's in that. So that's another reason too, probably. They got to get it off Charlotte. They like to play damage control, the PR moves. They have to get it off Charlotte. And no one would be disappointed with Bliss getting it at all.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Ric Flair's biggest downfall is he can never separate himself from Ric Flair, the character, and couldn't live his own life. That's why he's had so many divorces and personal problems. Fun fact, Ric Flair was always like this. So I had gotten his book To Be the Man on PDF. I don't have the legit book because I like PDF stuff on Kindle. And he was the same way. This guy was still a playboy. When he was he had sex at the age of 14. I granted this is back in the day and people had sex younger and whatever, but this guy was still a playboy when he was 14. At 16 years old, he had slept with a 32-year-old teacher.
Lucky.
So this guy, lucky, but this guy, so either way, I mean, whatever. I would have probably have loved to have slept with a few of my teachers too. But it's not the point. The point is, he was kind of always a womanizer from the get-go. So add on the fact that he has a lot of money now. He's rich. He's still a pretty boy. His assholeness, his womanizingness just came out even more. I would think, I don't want to say anything and whatever, I would think would come out even more. Because when you add money to the situation, you add power. JR said he was a made man. He could do no wrong. He has all this. So, you know, he thought he would get away with it. WWE hid it under the rug. And there you have it. Woo! I get away scot-free again. Don't give me your excuse.
That's Ric Flair, man. Ric Flair's been the Space Mountain, human riot on Space Mountain. It's been his shtick. That's the thing about Ric Flair is Ric Flair in the ring, on the promo, in real life. That's Ric Flair.
So it's not a character. He's playing himself.
Exactly.
That's why he's so good at it.
It's just when he's on the mic, it might be turned on to 100, but that's Ric Flair.
Apparently, he was always a party animal, though. He was always the one that was the life of the party when he was younger. And this is his words.
Yep, his words.
So,
if you guys
this
have
is Ric Flair.
Storytelling, they did a few years back. It's like a little wrestler tells a story. It's something called Storytelling Time or something like that. And they have
Story Time.
What is it?
I think it's called Story Time.
Yeah. Okay. So and while he's telling the story, it's like a cartoon explaining, showing you the story, and he tells this story about the airplane from hell. Obviously, he doesn't mention what they mentioned in Dark about him asking her for putting her hand on his parts, but he does mention all the rest, the robe, the thing, and it's like, you know, just kind of
the helicopter.
Yeah, the helicopter. Actually, what he mentions is he goes, I'll show you I'll show you mine if you show me yours. And he says the rest you can imagine. So this story has been out there, just Dark right now in 2021, coming out right now. It's a different time. And the fact that he's denying it, well, he's denying only the part of the touching, right? He's not denying anything else.
Here's the thing, though. So I don't think Ric Flair actually saw it. We're getting a little off topic from Extreme Rules, but I think it's still a good conversation because Dark Side, honestly, love it. I love season 2. I love season 3. How they document stuff is amazing, and they literally are the dark side of the ring. They really show it. He's alluding to Snuka's death. That episode was crazy as well. We saw Vince technically push that under the rug, give a handful of money. So honestly, since I've heard that, whatever Vince does doesn't surprise me. Vince probably knows Vince, okay, paid her off, whatever, here, take this money and get out of my face. You're done, kind of thing, you know?
Well, there was a settlement, right? Yeah.
It was a settlement. That's it. So, cough, Snuka. Yeah. So, what was I saying though? God damn it, guys! You got so active. You messed up my train of thoughts.
That Ric Flair in saying that what he's.
So here's the thing. Right? Exactly. That's it. He did the apology, right? You guys saw the apology, and then he deleted it. So based off his apology, where he says, "Oh, I did the whole ESPN 30 for 30 thing. This wasn't mentioned. They went thoroughly into my life and whatever. They did all that." First of all, stupidest apology in the world. Just because the producer didn't find it doesn't mean it didn't happen. And he also, the way he's mentioning it like he sexually assaulted her. Keep in mind, he didn't sexually assault her. He violated her space, technically. Because she even mentions on the documentary that she never felt like he was going to rape her. She just felt uncomfortable.
Right.
So a lot of people are broken telephoning it up. Oh, sexual assault. Right. That's probably what Ric Flair heard. Hey, I never sexually assaulted her. Complete denying. This is 20 years ago, bro. How would you remember clear as day what you would have done 20 years ago when you were the man of the world? You probably were drunk out of your mind. Scott Hall said it best. I don't recall what I did.
Yeah, he says he doesn't remember nothing.
He doesn't remember, and I believe him. The guy was heavy on drugs, passed out, but he didn't deny it. That's the issue here. Complete denying. And then if Canyon's thing has other Ric Flair thing to allude it back to the match, I think Charlotte's out. Charlotte's going to have to take the L.
Or at least a repackage, like be out for a few weeks and repackage.
I say bruh. I don't say bro, okay? Do not compare me to Vince Russo. I wouldn't have screwed Bret Hart back then, all right? I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done the 3 stages of hell. I wouldn't have put David Arquette as the champion. I wouldn't have called Hogan on his shit. I probably would have. I probably would have done that. Me and Russo would have been the same there. And I wouldn't have done the Brawl for All.
Oh, no. Hey, I forgot about that
one. Moving on.
So that's Charlotte. What do you got for us? The tag team, tag team champion?
Yeah, the tag team. Usos,
Street Profits. Well, Street Profits, I'm happy they're back in the picture because I enjoy them.
And by the way, Brett did screw Brett, but that's a different story. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of did. I understand. He kind of did.
The Usos.
The Usos Street Profits.
Yeah. Usos win.
I think the Usos need to keep this title so they can keep. So they don't look too much like just soldiers for Roman. They have to have a certain strength by their part too. I think them holding the title makes the bloodline stronger. So I think but it's got to be a good match, and it's got to put the Street Profits over also. So I know that's hard for WWE to do, but that's what I would like to see from this match. But I think I will get a good match.
I mean, I hope it's a good match. I really don't care for the match. They're not going to do anything with Street Profits, I feel. They haven't for a while. They've basically been lackluster long before. NXT is, I feel like, their most top-notch. After they came to the main roster, they were kind of high for a while. But then once they started that whole shindig with the Viking Raiders, it just all went downhill.
Yeah. We can agree
on
that.
This might be the opener, or dare I say, even the kickoff show. So
the nail, it could be the nail in the coffin, or the match that brings them back to the titles picture.
That's it. Or maybe they'll pull AEW did it. Maybe we'll put this as the co-main event because no one's gonna care.
Yeah, they could too, man. Like I've said many times, I might be shocked, but at the end of the day, I won't be surprised with anything WWE does. So
no, that's it.
I don't know what to say about this card. It's all upside down.
What do you think about the Usos? What do
you think
of this medal? The Usos have to win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's like these matches that they put. It's like this person has to win, so let's put this person with that person. It's like the only one that we don't know is the Belair and
two that we don't know. Oh, I guess 3, according to you. We just talked about how we didn't know what Charlotte was going to happen.
Right. Okay,
we wanted Bliss, but we don't know, right? Yeah. And we talked about the other women's match, Becky and Belair. Yeah.
Because the 2 women's match, we don't know what's going to happen. But the rest, we know what's going to happen.
Yeah. I agree 100%. We agree the Usos are gonna win. But like I said, what I would like to see is just please don't make Street Profits look bad, that they have to again, you don't know, you won't find things for them to do again because you're booking them so horribly. So please find a way to make them look strong. And what else? We know Priest. Priest obviously is gonna win. There's no way they're taking that belt away from Priest.
Well, maybe Jeff Hardy's gonna win.
Yeah, I could see them put it on Hardy though. I could honestly see that.
You don't think they would just get Hardy in that match just so he could take the pin in this match?
Well,
because listen, a few weeks ago it was a squash against Cross. Right. Then he was in the 24/7 chase for the title, and then all of a sudden, bang! You put him in a match to become in a triple threat for the US title or the Intercontinental. I forget. No, so. I think it's just a throw-in to get the pin because they don't want to make. It looks like Priest I think is what they want to keep as champion, and they don't want to make Sheamus look too bad, I guess. I think that's what I see from that match. But I definitely see Priest winning. You guys really think that after the way they treated Jeff Hardy? I know this is technically his pay-per-view, right? It's his colors, Extreme Rules. So maybe, but I have no confidence in the way they treated Jeff Hardy the last year that I don't think they would give it to him.
If Jeff Hardy would win it, he wouldn't have it for long. He would lose it like the next day or something.
Well, I mean, if you're going to do that, screw it. I don't know what this is doing for Priest. I'm not caring about him being the IC champion.
U.S. champion.
U.S. champ, excuse me. See, don't care for either title. So
No, you're completely right.
I don't care. Give it to Jeff. Let Jeff do something. I mean, I didn't care when was he the champion when he faced Sheamus?
Who?
Jeff Hardy. They did that whole bar fight or something? No, there was no title.
I think it was. I don't think it was for a title. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No, it was. It was no
I think
title.
it was more based on it was a personal rivalry.
Yeah.
Okay, right. That was drinking and all that.
Yeah.
Yes, that was about his drinking and his history of drugs and everything.
Addiction. Yeah. So
Yeah.
By
the way, Mitch, that is not correct. Hardy beat Karrion Kross, if you remember.
in the grudge match, yeah.
Well, no, in that short match there. That was the first time he faced Karrion. That was Karrion Kross's debut.
Well, yeah, it's true. The first one, yes. I'm sorry. Yes, the first one, yes.
And then Karrion Kross beat him. And then Keith Lee beat Karrion Kross. Or no, Karrion Kross beat Keith Lee. Excuse me. Either way, both disappointing.
Just to move on aside for a second, technically Keith Lee has a new nickname.
What, Bearcat? What is
Bearcat, yeah, Bearcat. It's Keith Bearcat Lee.
I see Justin nodding his head there. It's like,
well, I nodded my head too when I saw that. I'm like,
you want this show to last 5 hours, huh? Like that's what that is. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna go rant like crazy. It's just stupid.
Can someone tell me what a Bearcat is?
It's an animal.
Oh, okay.
Is it really?
Animal. Yeah, it's like
a bear that looks like a cat.
I mean, it's not a hybrid. It's a legit animal.
It's probably.
It's just like a type of bear, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So apparently, it's called.
He's actually Googling.
A binturong. So a binturong is like, I guess, the legit name for it, and is also known as a bearcat. And it is native to South and Southeast Asia, which still doesn't work for Keith Lee.
Yeah.
It is uncommon in much of its range and has been assessed as a vulnerable. Okay, whatever. Because
technically to Casey, it smells like popcorn.
It smells like. Oh yeah, there you go. He loves My Little Prince. Yeah, so it's a bear. I guess it's a bear that kind of looks like a cat. His face is freaking ugly. So the name doesn't make sense though. Still, regardless,
it was a genius idea as a new name.
And look, I just Googled: are bearcats aggressive? The species is normally quite shy, but aggressive when harassed. Oh, okay. They get a pass there. Keith Lee gets harassed. He can get aggressive. It is reported initially to urinate or defecate on the threat. And then if teeth-bearing snaring does not... Okay, but apparently defecates on their on the people that piss them off, which still is stupid. I don't know. Bearcat, ridiculous. Didn't make any sense. Do we even need it? It's not his name. It's his nickname, but I don't care. Do something with him. Don't give him a new freaking nickname when you're not going to do anything with him anyways. Come on. All right, I'm done.
This chat is going to extreme.
Oh, yeah, it's Extreme Rules. We got to make the name worthwhile because we know Extreme Rules isn't. Because one stipulation, we're more Extreme Rules than Extreme Rules right now. You know? Like,
well, Mitch is saying that apparently the nickname is a tribute to a retro wrestler.
It's a big
but
cat.
It's not Big Cat.
Big cat.
It's Bearcat.
Bearcat, yeah. If it was Big Cat, I would understand.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
But Bearcat.
Okay. So that's
like
what
a
we're
bear from where what's his name played? What was that movie? I forgot the name of the movie. Let's gonna make a joke.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's it. Yeah. The Covenant. No.
Something like that, yeah.
some freaking name. His name, however, comes from the wrestler Bearcat Wright. Oh, okay. So there is, but no one knows that. I mean, maybe it was his idea and whatever. I guess fine. Maybe he was trying to get WWE motivated to like give him something. I don't know who being Bearcat Wright is. So
yeah, but that's the thing about WWE. They expect us to know who Bearcat Wright is, but yet they expect us not to know who Rick Steiner's son is. Like come on. Either you're taking your fans for idiots or you're taking them for geniuses. Which one is it? Like, come on.
Idiot geniuses is the term. Idiots who think they're geniuses because
that's in their shirts.
Yeah, that's idiot genius. Yep.
Yeah. Good one. You got on fire.
I have my moments.
Okay. We combined the tag team predictions with the Priest predictions. We agree, right? We Usos and Priest here, unless you guys still think maybe
Hardy.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying Hardy.
Okay, that's fair pick. That's fair pick.
Not doing anything with Priest, so I mean I'm not caring for it. Maybe they are, and I'm just not paying attention.
I never really cared.
It's not doing for Priest what they would hope it would be doing for Priest.
I never really cared about it until WCW. When it was the WCW, I actually give a shit. No, I don't give a fuck.
About
the title.
Do we know what's happening with Elias?
Well, other than those vignettes he's been doing, no.
When was the last time you saw a vignette from Elias?
2-3 weeks, guaranteed, maybe 4, yeah. So
I'd just like to point out, KC, they're also saying vignette. You guys are pronouncing the G, right?
Vignette?
Yeah, vignette, yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I was just messing it up. That my bad. I heard you say vignette, but I was wrong. My bad. Because that's the ongoing gag on the other one. I said vignette, and they made a shirt out of it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I can see how an American could get that.
No. It was me messing it up.
Oh, it was you messing it up. Oh, okay.
I would love to make fun of the Americans, but this is all me. I'll own up to this one.
Vignette.
Okay, so let's go. Yeah, that's what we've.
Isn't vignette like salad dressing in French?
You're the French guy. I don't know, but it's you.
I'm not a French guy.
No.
Well, you're more French. Costa's the French guy.
I've never heard of vignette as
okay, never mind. Pass to Extreme Rules. Vinaigrette. It's a vinaigrette. Okay.
That's it. We have found sorry for our American friends. We went into our French zone, protect the language, right? So the main event. Let's go it.
Is that the main event? Hold on.
Well, I think that's we talked about all of them, right?
Yeah.
I think we did.
Unless you want to talk about the possible match of Big E and Bobby.
Well, we could talk about what we would like to see from that title. If there's going to be a title match for the Raw title at Extreme Rules, I would like to see Bobby Lashley against Big E. Two big guys.
I would. Yeah.
I have no problem with that match. I think they could put on a good match, actually.
See, the way I see this, if this match happens, I see Bobby winning with Hurt Business coming back.
That's a possibility.
This is where you bring Goldberg in.
Oh God!
I know.
Oh.
But this is where you bring Goldberg in to screw Lashley over. Goldberg's not necessarily a heel. Maybe he's not going to interfere, but he's going to have some kind of vignette or video package or video package to kind of screw Bobby over, right? Because he still technically should be pissed at Bobby for giving the Hurt Locker to his son. Big E still has the title. You don't lose it. I take it off Big E, and there we go. We have Bobby Lashley, Goldberg, Crown Jewel. They start doing that feud, but then again, you don't need
that match.
Isn't that match happening still?
Well, we're pretty sure it's happening. It hasn't been confirmed, but
Well,
we're pretty sure it's
It
happening.
was announced.
Yeah, I think it was announced. So maybe they don't even need to do that technically.
It was announced before Lashley lost the title.
Yeah, but they still got to promote it. Like, like it's announced for people in Saudi Arabia and us. But at the same time, Vince thinks we're idiot geniuses, right? So please remind us of this match that you've announced that was 3 weeks ago. And we like to forget because your writers forget every week of the storylines you're doing. So you rehash new things. So, I mean, we're idiots too, bud. We need to be reminded.
Why do we watch this?
I mean, I don't know. I think a lot of the WWE following, to be frank with you, is just because for a lot of people it's been a routine for so long, and just we're keeping up with the routine.
It's a lot of loyalty involved, also routine, a lot of stuff. They do put out some like we said before, like Raw. The first match wasn't that bad, and the triple threat match was a good match. Also, sometimes we see good product, but it's just really rare.
I think we also maybe want to see our favorites kind of event. I think we're still just pulling up for our underdogs, the people who we do like, to get that push. Oh, okay. Well, what's going to happen with, Shayna? So happy to see Shayna. Bliss. Oh, let's get her to get, you know what I mean? We're hoping for those. It's not even the golden era of WWE, but a better WWE where Bliss was champion. This was happening. That was this,
Do we really have favorites now?
What do you mean?
Like favorites, like favorites.
Well, yeah, but it depends because we'll never idolize wrestlers like we did when we were kids. Obviously, it's a different kind of admiration, but I still have my favorite wrestlers, guaranteed.
Yeah, but you'd want to see, you'd want to see Alexa Bliss win the title again. You'd want to see Shayna Baszler.
I would like to see, but
a picture.
I wouldn't jump off my couch
No, but this is what keeps you watching because you think as a WWE fan that this is what would help the product a lot. So it's your curiosity that is piquing you from actually staying to watch it because your favorite wrestlers or wrestlers you really enjoy watching aren't being utilized, and you want them to be utilized, and you want to see that magic of what you think that wrestler could do. So that is why you're sticking to it, because you still have a lot of good wrestlers there that aren't being utilized. I think that's maybe what it maybe might come down to.
Very well vulgarized.
You should write your own dictionary.
Because I also I agree.
Vignette would be a word, I guarantee it.
I love Kevin Owens. I would like him to do something. I hope every week when I watch that he comes into a new title picture program with somebody or something. I'm always disappointed, especially with Happy Corbin, but whatever.
I don't think we're gonna see him in WWE TV anymore.
Well, TV we will see him, but probably not in a important matter until his contract.
I don't think he's gonna be used.
Oh, it's easy money for him then. Whatever. He doesn't care at this point.
But he was used this weekend. He was used this weekend on the house shows.
But
they're still running a program with him and Happy Corbin everywhere they go.
And then a stupid gimmick.
And that's not even on Extreme Rules.
No Kevin Owens.
I mean, again, it could still be. Technically, it's a SmackDown thing, right? So, too bad it's trademarked by me. Plus, I'm in Canada. I could screw you over.
Big E. I'm scared they give but it would be really the bad decision here. But I'm scared they give the title back for Lashley just for him to go defend it against Goldberg in Crown Jewel.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
Or I'm hoping they're protecting. That's why the match is not on Extreme Rules. So they're protecting Big E from a big loss like that on a pay-per-view, and maybe do it on right before Crown Jewel, right? Make Lashley get back the title right before Crown Jewel, defend it against Goldberg in Saudi Arabia, and then come back and then lose it against Big E again, type of thing. I wouldn't be surprised. That's WWE kind of going back and forth. No real strategic booking here. So there's still a chance that we might not see a match tomorrow for the Raw title at a pay-per-view.
I also don't think you necessarily need to have Goldberg and Lashley for the title.
I also agree
that
you
don't need. It's two big names people know. So you don't need it.
We don't need to see that much. Period.
Oh, you're going to see it. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's for sure. If I had to freaking watch, hey, it might be good.
I won't watch it.
That no, it's not.
Did you say it might be good?
Hold on. Lashley. Okay, no. What did I say?
You said that it might be good.
No, but which match?
Goldberg
Lashley. And Lashley. Oh, I mean, no. I sorry. In my head, I was thinking Goldberg, Lashley, Brock.
That's something I would like to see.
Yeah. But Brock Roman might be good.
Yeah.
That might be a fun time.
Brock and Roman is going to be good because of the story with Paul.
Yeah, for
Point
sure.
finale.
Yeah, that's where Paul is going to screw Roman over. He's definitely going to go back with Brock.
I wouldn't be surprised. I agree with that also.
Brock needs a mouthpiece. So you bring Paul Heyman with him. Roman doesn't need it. Roman's great on the mic now.
Yeah.
So.
And Paul doesn't even talk that much when he's with Roman.
No.
So,
ladies and gentlemen, my name is JLB, and you should acknowledge your tribal chief.
I don't have a tribal chief.
Who's wearing an Austin Chiefs? Who's wearing an Austin shirt? And you're wearing our. I should have put the shirt on. Damn.
Oh well, there's always Saturday at 9:30 p.m.
Yeah,
for
there you
Grand
go.
Slam chat.
Got you covered. Oh.
guys, how can we make this final Roman Reigns the Demon in any way that Finn Balor is happy after this match? Is there any way that can be possible?
I mean, you give him the title.
Not gonna happen.
It could. I mean,
if Finn, listen to me.
I don't think Finn cares, bro. At this point, I think Finn is just done. He's just collecting the paycheck. He realizes WWE is never going to utilize him as he should be used, and he's just content with it. And he's just content with it. He's like, let me get money.
He's content with riding the wave. Yeah, it could be.
That's
Some people are content.
He doesn't want to be on SmackDown.
What do you mean?
I know. I mean, he signed the contract, though. So at this point, he's got to be content.
He wanted to be moved to NXT UK. Vince said, no, you're going to SmackDown.
Yeah, well, it's his fault for signing a 5-year contract. I don't know what to tell you.
If that was really important,
he doesn't have a 5-year contract. He says he has 5 more years of wrestling.
Oh, okay. When is his contract then?
Oh, that I don't know.
Oh, KC, find me when Finn Balor's contract ends. I'm too lazy.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he signed a contract like recently.
Yeah, he signed a new contract. Before how long?
Or Mitch, I feel bad. I don't want Casey to do it.
If it was really that important to him to go wrestle in NXT UK, then he would have made that condition to signing a new contract or whatever.
I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't think Finn cares, though, at this point. He can't.
But what I don't understand, why you make a main event when we know who's going to win?
Do we, though? They might just randomly swerve you.
No. Roman's not going to lose against Finn. Stop.
Roman's going to lose against Finn if Brock Lesnar gets involved.
No, because Roman wants Brock wants Roman for the title.
Oh, yeah. Or... Yeah.
And you think Brock? And you think Brock? Do we want to see Brock versus Finn?
Not unless Finn wins, which won't happen. Oh my God, Finn is gonna get Suplex City to hell.
It would have to be the Demon though, because I think, the Demon. because this how can they this Extreme Rules match, because it's the only Extreme Rules match, so they have to make it significant. Are they really?
Who is Finn's last match against in NXT? Who is his last feud?
I think it was losing the title, right, to Karrion Kross.
Yeah,
I think that
Karrion Kross.
Losing the
Damn
title.
it, Karrion Kross is on Raw though.
Unless Brock comes in, kicks both of their asses, and puts Roman on top of Finn and goes, "I'll see you October."
There we go. You're getting there. You're getting there.
Sounds like a Vince thing to do.
Yeah, sounds like a Vince.
Or
thing.
it goes to our draw.
Oh, we have our draw.
We have our draw match.
Hey, if it can happen on a Hell in Cell, it can happen on No Rules.
But
Yeah, that's valid.
I think
That's
it would be
valid.
the ultimate troll to have this Roman Reigns Demon Finn Balor end in a time limit draw.
I feel like they do it. I feel like if you're gonna put it with two people, those are the two people you can put it with.
And it would make them both look strong, and you would get your little wink at the AEW. So I think that's a possibility, guys.
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
that's. I'm kind of down for that actually. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a terrible pay-per-view.
Well, I think the way we put it together today, it makes it look
Yeah.
like everything
That's
happens the way we think it will. It shouldn't be that bad.
I mean, every time we think it's going to happen a certain way, they just go complete 180. So, but I mean, I'm really excited. With that said, I'm really excited for the women's matches. That's honestly all I really care about.
You made me pumped for that.
So, that's going to be a good time. And and to go back to why we watch, I think we watch for two reasons: to see how much worse they can possibly get, or when will we get that Attitude Era Vince when he had competition? We want that hopeful WWE back. We want that long lost love that we had, the one that got away. You know what I mean?
But they can't go on that era, that way anymore.
In a different way, yeah. We can't
Well,
go back
okay,
to
but a different way there. But I mean, good storyline building, the wrestlers, You know what I mean? Like,
I think those are two good ways to put it. It's we watch Raw and especially Raw. We watch Raw like for the same reasons people stop on the highway to watch an accident.
wait, Seth Rollins doesn't have a match?
No.
He's on that program with Edge still, right? But Edge is out for a bit because he destroyed him last week. So they're kind of still in the program together, but Edge is injured. So
Just throw KO and Seth Rollins, put them in a match. I don't care. Just give me that.
That's money match there.
Yeah, like God damn it.
I had no problem with that.
No KO, no Sammy, no Cesaro, no
Seth.
no Ricochet, obviously, but I know they're not going to ever use Ricochet. No Seth. Like, you have no Shinsuke. Like, the amount of talent that they have, and that's why we watch again, guys, because the amount of talent that is still there is phenomenal.
Yeah,
but they're just
agree.
not being used at all. Casey loves Karrion Kross. Okay, I'm not a fan of him. Whatever. Not being used.
Not at all.
Mask and suspenders aside, not being used properly in any way, shape, or form. We just have all these wrestlers that just so good talent, so good. Just you have it all there. They're just not being, and I think that's why we watch. We want to see these guys get used, and we're hopeful that we'll get to see that day come and WWE will wake up. It's just a wake-up call. That is it. It's the routine. So we have faith in them because we know they've done it before. It was ages ago, but we know they can do it. Now it's competition, so we have that hope again of like, all right, it's back at WWE, WCW days. Let's go. We just got to get AEW to win 78 weeks or whatever the hell it was. 83 weeks, 84.
83, sorry.
We got to get AEW to win 83 weeks. And hey, guys, Attitude Era 2.0.
Well, maybe the show at Archer Ashe can be a game changer for in Vince's head, hopefully.
Well, technically it is.
hopefully it was, because maybe Dan may finally realize that a promotion coming in his backyard, in his city, to fill up Arthur Ashe, 20 plus people to pull off a show like that. Hopefully that cleared something, clicked something in his head. And,
twice in 1 week, by the way.
No, because it was the same night, John.
It was?
Tomorrow was taped. It's already taped on Wednesday, yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
So hopefully it's a wake-up call for Vince, and this is the thing that makes him finally put back good product on TV.
I know you read the spoilers, and I'm not asking you to give me spoilers, but is there any surprises?
Surprise that new people
Just don't say it.
No, new people.
Okay, that's fair, and that's it. That's all I want to know. Just curious, but that's it. I'm excited to watch that tomorrow. I did not even realize it was taped at the same time. I, honest to God, was busy all day, so I didn't even have a chance to look online or anything. So I'm glad the Twitter sphere didn't ruin it for me.
Well, I think we have a certain respect for that. You know, they usually write spoilers in the comment section or something, so people don't get caught.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's completely fair. And that maybe it's a little tease for you guys to come and join us on Saturday, 9:30 p.m. and find out what really happened on Rampage and Dynamite.
Yes.
Yeah, I bet you there's going to be a lot of KO Daniel Bryan talk. That's for sure. Fire.
I agree.
Did Dave Meltzer give his match wrestling rating yet? No, too soon.
No.
I mean, not that I give a shit about his ratings, but I mean, everyone else does, so I might as well.
Yeah, but we could use it as like a reference, his rating.
As toilet paper? We could use it as toilet paper?
As reference to see how bad his match calling is.
Oh, dude, he's gonna give that a 7. He's gonna make a new rating. He's definitely it's gonna be the best match of the what's after a century. It's gonna be the best match of the millennial.
I can't wait to talk about that match, to see our opinions on the finish, the match itself, some interesting angles to cover on that match.
Oh yeah.
So tune in, guys. Don't forget.
That's it. 9:30 p.m. on Saturday. It is going to be the Rampage Dynamite Grand Slam recap, talk, discussion, and it should be a good time. There's going to be a lot to talk about, a lot of...
And maybe some dark side talk too.
Yeah. Oh, geez, it's true.
I'll try to watch this Damian one before Saturday so we could throw that in.
Because technically, before
Bro, I am sending you the link. I'm going to send you the link. You're going to have no excuses. You're going to put it on your phone. You're going to slack at work, and you're going to watch the Canyon thing and be depressed afterwards and then have to cancel work and call in sick because it's going to be a depressing one.
Yeah, it probably is.
It's mostly all depressing. There's no like, I'm so happy. That's what's called dark side.
No, that's it. That's for sure. They're just the geniuses. I do a Dark Side of the Ring recap. I just have trouble posting them. I do a Dark Side of the Ring recap with my friend Mike for Real Talk Wrestling, which is my little thing. Real Talk Wrestling, and I'm just baffled by how deep they go into it and how interesting the subjects are, and they really get you.
I can't wait to watch the Luna for Vachon one.
Okay, see, it's that French coming out. I'm French. I'm not French. Want to watch the Luna Vachon one? I'm very intrigued.
She's not even French. She's
Vive
from
Quebec
Florida.
Libre. She's from where?
She's from Florida. Her father was French, but she was
yeah.
in Florida. Yeah.
And
But I mean, her father was French.
And the steroid one with Hogan went to court with the.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting because that's the one that Vince doesn't like to talk about at all. So
and then Hogan is just going to be off WWE again. We're not going to see him on the network, and he's going to be off the intro. At this point,
Hall of Fame. But yet, Sonny's still a Hall of Famer.
Who?
Sonny.
What's wrong with
Sonny? Oh, whatever, bro. She did a little porno. Leave her be. Like
I niddle.
It's consent. There's nothing.
It's consent. Nothing wrong with it. There was no sexual. I mean, I don't know. But then again, you put Warrior instead of Ric Flair, and Warrior freaking did a whole homophobia thing
It's true.
in like 2006. So you went with you went with a guy who committed sexual assault, or excuse me, a guy who we don't want to say sexual, forced himself onto someone, or violated her space against a guy who's a homophobe.
But
so I don't see the logic.
Has a very short memory, and it's only what's happening now. Okay, we gotta hide this. We gotta. Nobody wants to see this guy. They're gonna talk bad about WWE. Take him out. Let's put out Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, but
Kid Crazy. Come on, they're genius idiots. They don't remember the self-destruction of the Ultimate Warrior, or that Warrior documentary Darkseid did not too long ago when we did it. They don't remember that. I don't remember that. They don't remember that.
Exactly. That's good. How the actual conversation would go. Exactly.
With that being said,
that was a good one today, guys. I enjoyed.
Justin, bring us home.
Oh, Jesus. All right, guys. Well, this, of course, was the Extreme Rules recap. After talking to you guys about this, I think it actually sounds like a decent show, at least for the women's side about it. We've discussed that there is a little bit of unpredictability there. So regardless, you're going to have to watch because you have the WWE Network anyway, so you probably should. So we, of course, will be reviewing that next Thursday along with your weekly recap of everything that went on. I, of course, am Justin JLB. This is always hosted by Mr. Big Red himself. And, of course, Kid Crazy. Guys, it has been a pleasure. Thank you, Mitch, Casey, and the WT Nation for being so live tonight. It was exciting, and we always encourage feedback, and you guys doing what you do. That certainly made it a lot more fun. But I, as well as the rest of you guys, have a Dark Side of the Ring to watch. So we will see you back on Saturday, 9:30 p.m. for the AEW Grand Slam. And that is something you're not going to want to miss. It will be a lot more positive, probably. So if y'all are negative Nancy's or a WWE mark, might not be the show for you to watch. But by all means, join the live chat and bash us. We don't mind. All publicity is good publicity, and we are publicity whores.
Yes, we are.
Which we are. Thank you guys so much for listening. So catch us back on Saturday at 9:30. And until next time, ciao for now.